Hello everybody and welcome to the second session of Knowledge Week 2021. I hope you all are safe at your homes and you all must be enjoying in this lockdown period. So I hope you enjoyed the first session, which was of coronavirus, and you learned so many things in that. In this, we'll be answering 5 important questions of life which you all think, but you wonder that what can be the answer of these questions. So I am there with these answers of the very easy yet basic questions, which are going to be super duper exciting. So let's get started with it. And don't forget to see the schedule. Like, we have completed our first session, and next session you will be meeting Rakshita with facts about humans and animals. So do attend that session. And if you're watching it, don't forget to like the video because we are going to have a lot of fun in it. So let's get started with the first question, which many people think that what are the success mantras? By what can we get success? By doing what we can get success? So I'm going to discuss 3 ways by which you can get success. See, the first way is that try and fail, but don't fail to try. What does it say? That try as much as you can. You will fail many a times, but once you will succeed. But don't fail to try. That means don't give up. You at least try, and then if you fail, nothing will happen. But if you are not even trying, then this is the worst thing for you. Second thing, fail 19 times, you will succeed the 20th time. It says that never give up, because we can take an example of an ant which falls but again gets up and climbs the wall. So in this manner, we should also have that determination to succeed and the ambition as well. And third is work hard, dream big, and never give up. Set your goals and work hard to achieve your goals, because obstacles will come in your life, but you should know how to overcome them. So in this manner, you can dream also about your goals and everything, as well as you can do the work, do hard work to get success. Now moving towards our second question, which is how to eradicate misery and poverty completely from a society. See, basically the threat to the country, or not the threat, the liability of a country is the misery and poverty. Because of poor people, we are not developing. And we should eradicate, remove this poverty and misery from the society completely. What can we do? See, the first thing is increase employment. Why do people become poor? Some become poor because they don't get the job. They don't get the employment. So in this condition, how can they earn? How can they live their life? Then second, we can talk about educate all the children, because education is important for each and every child, because this child will work in the future, isn't it? Children are the future of the country. Yes. Then third thing, create awareness to eradicate misery and poverty, so that people can take measures, which I am telling you. And if people are not aware about this condition, then even it can get worse. So we should think about it. Now next point is that rich people should help poor people. Now how can rich people help poor people? By donation. Like, this is a very good habit, donating stationery and clothes to little children, donating the other things to the children which are of no use. We can donate books, yes or no, so that the poor people can also get education. They can also read and study like we are doing, isn't it? So we should think about our society so that all can be educated. Now with this, I think that misery and poverty can be removed, but it will take slightly a long time. So we should have patience, as well as we should do whatever I have told you in order to get the good result. So now we are moving towards our third question. So our third question is that what are the benefits of yoga? Because we all are recommended, as well as our parents ask us, that do yoga every day. Have you ever thought that what are we exactly going to get by doing yoga? What will be the benefits of doing yoga? But listen to me, it is so important for you. It has a great importance in your life. So I'm going to talk about that, how is it important. Now the first thing, that it increases our flexibility, because our body needs flexibility, so that when we come to the older age, still we are flexible and healthy. Then second point comes muscle strength. It increases our muscle strength. Very, very important point. Then improvement in respiration, energy and vitality. So all these three can be improved through yoga and meditation, we can say. Then fourth point, maintaining a balanced metabolism. So our body will be balanced, relaxed, as well as it will not have this stress as well. Now fifth point, weight reduction. Yes, you will never have obesity, or you can say your weight gets increased now, as well as balanced metabolism that we have already talked, and mental distress, you will get a big relief from that as well. So do yoga daily, as well as increase your immunity during this corona period, because I told you in the previous session that how to prevent coronavirus. So by doing yoga also you can build your immunity so strong that you can fight against the virus. Now let's towards our fourth question. Very, very important question again. The question is that why is it advised not to sleep under a tree during night? Your parents must have said, your science teacher must have said that do not sleep under a tree during night. But what really happens? The answer is that photosynthesis does not occur in plants during night time, as the sunlight is absent and the accumulation of carbon dioxide is more. So we know that the level of oxygen will be less during this time. Then we would feel suffocated if we sleep under trees during night times, as more carbon dioxide is present around trees, as the trees are not going to release oxygen at this time. More of CO2 gas will be present in the atmosphere, so you may feel suffocated because of this. So you can see this picture, these two pictures you can see. Maybe you can be fainted as well, so take care about it. Moving towards our last question, which is what is the reason behind formation of a rainbow? We all must have seen rainbow. Yes or no? I have also seen in my life, and it is very, very nice to see a rainbow. It looks very beautiful in the sky. But have you ever wondered what is the reason? Yes, many people think about it, and it is one of my favorite questions from GK as well, that what can be the possible reasons? So the reason is that a rainbow is caused by sunlight and atmospheric conditions. Light enters a water droplet, slowing down and bending as it goes from air to denser water. The light reflects off the inside of the droplet, separating into its component wavelengths or colors. When light exits the droplet, it makes a rainbow. So this is the reason. You can even take the screenshot so that you can learn this, because it is very, very important for science as well. Yeah, and now the session has come to an end. We have discussed 5 important questions and the answers as well, and I hope now you have enjoyed in this video a lot. And now the next video is on 4th of January, day after tomorrow. Today is 2nd now, so 4th January you will meet Rakshita with facts about humans and animals. Very, very interesting facts which you have never ever heard about humans as well as animals. So don't forget to watch that video and like, share and subscribe to our channel, the AR World, as well as watch all the videos of Knowledge Week through our playlist as well. So thank you.